Place your bets, everybody. All right, looks like a Green Sun Zenith happening here for Dryad Arbor.
Did this resolve?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Then we'll pass the turn.
All right.
All right, there's Dryad Arbor.
Draw. I will play a Flooded Strand. I will go down to 19.
I think it's kind of crazy that the blue-red Delvers these days are playing Shocklands.
Yeah, some people are, because now there's so many red spells is the big thing.
Well, it's also the fact that you never want to play a Ragavan without a daze, being able to daze.
Yep.
These things are true. These things are true. All right, a few minutes left in the prediction poll. Pretty close at this point as a Dragon's Rage Channeler comes down here. And because Brecht cashed in a add minute to the clock, I'll add a minute to the clock this time. Surveil puts a Flooded Strand in the yard off the Mishra's Bauble. Another Mishra's Bauble. Could have used the first Bauble first to look at the card before playing another Bauble. See if you want to mill it. Or if you want to draw it. All right, Bauble sees an Elvish Visionary. Bauble sees the same card again. Interesting. All right. Draws 2. Now, Glimpse. Glimpse of Nature on the stack here. I'm countering that, chat. Nope, no counterspell. Here's Gaia's Cradle. Tapping 1 Nettle Sentinel. Draw. Tapping Gaia's Cradle for 2. Birchler Rangers, 1 green floating. Draw a card. Korean Ranger, still 1 green floating. Birchler Rangers tapping with Nettle Sentinel to cast that Korean Ranger. So 2 green mana now, and here's Elvish Visionary. Untap Nettle Sentinel, draw a card. Draw a card from Visionary. Untap Forest using Korean Ranger. Return Forest, untap Dryad Arbor, cast Heritage Druid. Tap 3 Elves. Including Nettle Sentinel. Heritage Druid, draw a card. Elvish Visionary, draw a card. Draw a card from the ETB. Tapping 2 Green Sun. Quite a turn. No interaction.
Symbiote.
Gets a symbiote. Wire would symbiote the card under all the glare at the moment.
going to return and tap 1 mana floating.
Use a symbiote to return an elf to hand, untap Dryad Arbor. Plays Korean Ranger again. Tapping Dryad Arbor for green. Can potentially return this Dryad Arbor to hand to untap a creature with Korean Ranger at some point. Symbiote's the creature in the glare. Already used. You returned the Korean Ranger a moment ago, which has now been recast. Has the potential to tap Korean Ranger and Nettle Sentinel for any color mana with Birchlow Rangers. It's the foil you see at the top. All right, yep. Going to untap Dryad Arbor using the... Huh. I guess just didn't use it. Ended up not using it.
I assume you meant this card that was right here.
Yeah.
That was Wirewood Symbiote.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
And moved it back. Sure. I have to play not in this one spot.
Got it.
And I'll pass the turn.
All right. Untap. Draw.
Okay, quite a turn 2 for Side Norna. High Train Conductor turn 0 game says 30 game actions by turn 2. Decks tonight. Yeah, Dredge and Elves will do that. This is looking really ugly for Izzet Delver at the moment, by the way. Blue Red Delver 64% favored though, says chat. I don't know, chat. It's not looking good. 64% is decisive. It's looking like the California recall in the prediction poll. All right. Let's see what Bob follows up with here. Bob needs a Terminus, and there's no Terminus in the deck.
You have an Allosaurus Shepherd out or no?
No.
Okay, cool. Great.
No Allosaurus Shepherd yet, but I bet it's coming.
A Birchlow Ranger, a Korean Ranger, a Nettle Sentinel, a Wirewood Symbiote, and a Dryad Arbor.
Got it. All right. Let's start by playing Wasteland. I'm gonna waste. Yeah. And then I'm going to tap a red and I'm going to cast Unholy Heat targeting Heritage Druid.
2 of them.
I have 2. I'll target.
Do you like targeting Heritage Druid here? Is that the best creature to target? You just save it with a symbiote.
How many Warlord?
I only have 1. I assume you want to kill my Wirewood Symbiote?
Yeah.
Okay. I will return this Elvish Visionary to my hand.
Yeah.
Visionary back to hand.
And then I will pass.
Okay.
I guess we missed Surveil as well, right? I don't know.
Draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of elves already on the board. A Cradle into a Crater Hoof or something like that. Allosaurus Shepherd also can just end this game right now. Making 3 green mana, it looks like. And here's a glimpse. Untapping Nettle Sentinel. Let's see if there's any response. No response.
Five mana. 5 green mana. Going to 3 green mana. I'm going to cast a Elvish Visionary.
Yeah.
Drawing 2 from the Visionary. 1 from the Glimpse, 1 from the Visionary.
3
ETB.
green mana. I am going to make a 3 green mana. Make a black. Tap this. I have 2 green mana and a black mana in my mana pool. Draw a card. Eight. Make a green mana. Going to 3 green mana and a black. I will cast a Shaman the Pack, which happens when it enters the battlefield. You lose 1 life for every elf I control. 7, 8, 9.
So 10.
I'm going to make 10 green mana.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to green sun for 1.
Green Sun for 1.
Yep, it's good.
Oh, he's going to bounce the Shaman of the Pack and cast it again?
Wirewood Symbiote.
Yeah, that's game. It's over, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a black mana. Return this to hand. This is shuffled in there. Dealing another 9 damage.
All right. Cool. Go to game 2.
Hopefully
All
it's
right.
a game.
Good to go?
Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
be right back.
Now Sinorna has to step away. Oh my goodness. Is there a delay of game penalty in Magic?
Okay. Go for it. Show me what you have.
All right. We're going to start off with the Volcanic Island. Tap it for red. Start with the Dragon Rage Channeler. I'm going
Okay.
to, if that's good, I'm going to play a Mishra's Bauble.
Sure.
I'll trigger a Surveil.
Sure.
What's the best dog in Legacy? What's the best dog creature in the Legacy format? I don't know. I think at one point it was the 3-headed dog, right? Kunaros or whatever. No, I don't mean hound. I mean dog.
And I will pass.
Upkeep.
Yep. Upkeep draw.
I will fetch to 19. I will get a basic forest, and I'll play Korean Ranger.
Korean Ranger.
Then I'll pass the turn.
All right. Untap. Draw. I'm gonna play my land for turn. I'm going to fetch. Put it on 19.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay 1. And I'm going to Unholy Heat the Ranger.
Sure.
And on cast trigger, put that in the yard. Then I'll move to combat, swing for 1.
I will draw a card.
Yep.
Korean Ranger.
Yep. And then I will pass the turn.
That. Draw. Play a land for turn.
Sure.
I will move to combat. Or actually, I move to combat, will not attack, and pass.
Interesting. This was a multi-4, so it'll be pretty miraculous if Bob pulls off a win here.
We will play Guy's Cradle. And we'll play a Fiend Artisan.
Fiend Artisan.
Then we'll pass the turn.
And you have 1 creature in your graveyard, right?
I have 1 creature in my graveyard right now.
Yeah, cool. All right. Tap. Draw.
Fiend Artisan, I guess, got sided in. Pretty spicy. I like it.
I
pretty
will
cool.
play Wasteland, and
Sure.
I'll waste Guy's Cradle.
Well, you're not going to waste the forest, so
Exactly. And I'll pass.
well, you have 1 card in hand?
Yep. Sorry. There you go.
No, that's fine. We'll attack with a 2/2.
Got it. 17.
And then we will pass.
Alrighty. Tap upkeep draw.
Not an explosive turn 2 for Side Norn of this game, or turn 3. A little bit of a slower start.
I will play a bauble, trigger,
Sure.
surveil.
Sure.
Leave that on top. I will bauble you. Cool.
You saw what it was?
Sorry? Yep,
You
I
saw
saw
what it
what it was.
was?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I will pass.
At the end of your turn, I will flash in an endurance.
Pretty good.
Endurance is good.
I'll target you.
Got it. And it's random order.
Yeah. Honestly, if you just pick it up and put it underneath your library, it wouldn't matter by the time you get there. You're not going to.
Yeah, I'm gonna shuffle because we have fetch lands anyway, but I just
Yeah.
try to follow the rules.
Yeah.
Cool. So that was end of my end step, right?
Yes.
And then upkeep, draw.
Well, I'll play Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth.
All right. So everything's a forest, right?
Yes. And
Wait, I'm confused. Did Bob just draw a card?
off of a
Off the bubble.
bubble.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, I lost track of whose turn it was. Never mind.
All good.
We will attack with a endurance and a fiend artisan.
The Fiend Arsen's still 2/2.
Still 2/2.
So in response to attackers, I'm gonna tap 1. I'm gonna cast a Brainstorm.
Sure.
Brainstorm here. Hoping for a way to
You're
kill
going
the.
to not trigger anything?
It's all good. Yeah.
Okay.
Forgot to, but
All right, Surveil trigger missed again, but that's okay. Brainstorm resolving here. And hoping for a removal spell for this Fiend Artisan is, I think, what's happening here. Lightning Bolt would be nice.
With these two?
So 2/2 and 3/4, right?
Yes.
5. So it's 12.
Then I will pass the turn.
Alrighty. Tap. Draw. Start playing a wasteland, and I'll hit the guy's cradle.
I'll return it because it's a forest.
That's right, yeah. Tap 1 blue. I'll ponder, trigger on Surveil.
Yeah, that's the first time I got to do that.
And
Well, for a Multi 4 against Elves, this is, I guess, not completely over yet. Still putting up a fight.
going to put them back like this. I'll draw the 1. I have 2 in hand.
Your islands are from a fairly new set. I just forget which
Yeah.
set they're.
So it's the double master set, and this one is essentially like a replica of the beta island.
That's not the beta island. That's
Um
It's like a unset one or something like that.
Yeah. It's one
I
of the
know it's not the
popular
beta
ones.
one.
Yeah. It's one of the popular ones, and then they just blew it up to full.
Yeah.
I think it was unhinged, chat. I think it was unhinged originally, that island. Am I right? That's my guess.
Going to cast a Mishra's Bauble.
Sure.
Trigger Surveil. Put that in the yard. I'm going to bobble you.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Doing my best so I don't see it. So.
Yeah, no, it's always hard over cam.
Well, it's always hard with that card in general.
Got it. All right.
Yeah, so many baubles.
Going to move to combat, and I have artifact, land, sorcery, instant. So I have delirium. So I'll swing with 3/3.
I'll go to 15.
No, 13 out.
Just want to take a moment to point out, because we've seen Bob play for 3 rounds today, and I think it was some amount of rounds yesterday. Bob is a YouTube Rare member, big supporter of 90s MTG. Without people like Bob and all the names that you see in the leaderboards for our Twitch channel, there is no channel. So right now, we're watching Sai Norna battle against essentially a critical member of the 90s MTG viewer community. And if you're in our Discord, you'll see Bob Patterson is in there with a gold name, and is just awesome supporter. And unfortunately is on a multi-5 and is struggling to battle here against Elves, but I just hope everybody can appreciate that the live streams that you watch on this channel are supported by people like Bob, people like Hype Train Conductor Turn Zero Games, all the people on our leaderboards here on Twitch, and all the members on YouTube as well, like Bob. So thank you everybody for supporting. Is my point. It's just a beautiful thing.
The answer is no. The answer is no, because that's. Let's attack you for 5.
All right.
And then we'll pass.
7. Tap.
All right, I got life totals right. Moderately Anonymous, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. We're here in a Elves versus Blue-Red Delver, somewhat of a game happening here. It's a little bit slanted at the moment with the advantage bar over towards Sai Norna with Elves on the left, but we're still having a good time. Welcome, everybody. If you like, and I know hanging out with Moderately Anonymous, you like the multiplayer Eternal formats. Here we're doing 1v1. So if you like Legacy, you like Vintage, you like pre-modern, you like modern, you like all the Eternal and non-rotating formats, this channel is for you. Hit the follow button and jam some emotes and join the fun. Goblins with Hats, thanks for the follow. Captain Taco, thanks for the follow. Captain Taco is a good one. If you have a good username, just hit the follow button so I can read it out loud. Absolutely Nothing, thanks for the follow. Another gem. PhD TXXX, thanks for the follow. I don't know what that one is. But thanks for the follow nonetheless. Thanks for all the follows, everybody. Paper Legacy, you got me roped in. Yeah, this is a Paper Legacy channel. And believe it or not, we have plenty of show left, so we'll be here for a while. Shawao, thank you for the follow. Munzu Light, thank you for the follow. And Violin, a Creature, thank you for the follow. Violin, a Creature. So who's the winner of best usernames of the big batch of new followers? I think it's Captain Taco. I think it's Captain Taco. But I don't know. Thanks again, Moderately Anonymous. I appreciate the raid. Love me some pre-modern content. Yeah, we play pre-modern on here quite a bit. It's been a while though. It's been a little while. We're still riding the wave of Modern Horizons 2 and all the Eternal formats right now. But we'll jump back to pre-modern at some point. What does the Venn diagram look like anyway? Like, how many CEDH players also play Legacy? How many CEDH players also play Vintage? Or do you stay away from the 1v1 formats? I honestly don't know the answer. Thank you, Anarchy Inducer, for the resub. 15 months at tier 1 for Anarchy Inducer. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it.
I'll pass.
Here's a Murktide. Somehow after a Multi 4, we still have a game going on.
Start off by casting a Elvish Visionary. Draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Visionary, draw a card. Tapping Cradle for 4. Korean Ranger, floating 3. Cavern of Souls. Naming Elves. Shaman of the Pack, maybe for lethal here. Let's see.
4.
Oh, wait,
Four?
no. There's only 4.
Okay.
There's only 4. My
That
bad.
resolves.
And then I'll pass a turn.
All right.
Yeah, is it molds of 4 and somehow we're still
Draw.
playing? This is game 2. Just hanging on by a thread is
Kinda
Bob
wish
Patterson
that
Jr.
The big dragon was a multicolored card.
That's true. Side Norna did say their hand wasn't the greatest. As Bob was mulliganing from 5 to 4 earlier in this match.
Or it has to go to a third color.
I'm gonna brainstorm
Sure.
and trigger on Dragon Rage Chandler.
Sure.
I keep that on top.
Mercadian Mask has some of the worst cards, but it has some of the best art, in my opinion.
Yes, Delver decks now might not run Delver. We got to come up with a new name for these kind of decks. I guess it's called Delverless, but yeah. Never trust your opponent's table talk. Gito skeptical of all of you people.
Work.
4 minutes left on the clock. But I don't think we're going to need any more time. We'll see.
I'll put back.
I think Side Norna can win in 5 turns. Affinity is still Affinity, sort of, yeah. It's come back to being Affinity again.
Put back these two. All right, that's the right. Yeah, that's the right order. Then I'm going to pay a blue and a red, and
Iterate.
first I'm gonna move to my second main, just so.
Sure. No,
Yeah, I just want to make sure that's clear. Yeah, because I don't want to attack.
no, I get that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast Expressive Iteration. And Surveil. Yeah, let's go.
Expressive iteration resolving here. Taking a minute.
All right, so we're gonna do this. We're going to.
Wow, this is the longest expressive iteration. Bob's fighting to stay alive.
This. Put this into exile. This into my hand, and this on my library.
Bolt now available.
Going to.
What do you even shoot here? Symbiote? Has to be the target. Bob's at 3. 7/7 Murktide didn't attack. Could have actually like swung for 7. No.
Pay 1, go down to 2. Get a volcanic island. Then I'm gonna pay the red, and I'm going to
Bolt the Wirewood symbiotic.
I'll return Shaman of the Pack.
Yeah, I think we just saw the game-winning play here. Return Shaman of the Pack to hand, of course, and this is just game over.
as like I'm like 1 mana short because it's like, oh, I found 2 removal spells. I forgot that, oh yeah, you have Shaman of the Pack in hand. But like, okay. And then I was like, oh, I need 1 more land to pay for it. But oof.